What a difference a day made.
Ladies and gentlemen.
24 little hours.
So, I wanted to hit feedback now that Luna has been out for... it's been about a week, maybe a little less. The difference in the community. It's actually pretty fun to go over. So this was back on February 10th. February 17th as I record this video. That's when Tamarine was out, and you can see the awesome reaction she got. Let's see here. Cry wallpaper, blah, blah, blah. People complaining. Tamarine needs a buff, 90 likes. Which she did, actually. She's cute, but not my style. I prefer typical fantasy-based characters. Yeah, I actually gave, on the Discord, which I'll go into later, the creator Discord, I actually gave him some criticism for Tamarine. I was like, dude, like, what the fuck is she... You know, I said it nicer, but it was just like, what the fuck is she even doing in the world of Epic 7? Like, she hardly seems like she should even be around. But then this one cracked me up. Thanks, GM, I'm out. Get Harado. Nice meeting you. The guy quit. Oh, the good times. You can see everyone kind of bitching and complaining. And this was a week ago, and we all know what was going on a week ago, so... What is this? He's just leaving. Oh, anyways, so... And then we still had the Luna feedback, etc. So anyway, so that's kind of how the community was a week ago, and then all of a sudden... Oh yeah, I did want to highlight this picture. I actually thought this was pretty funny. This was in response to Epic Creators, which of course... I think every Epic Creator post, there's always one post. Fuck Showtime Doctor, he just talks about normal shit. Whatever. But I like this photo. You imagine all these guys hanging out, that'd be pretty funny. Alright, so let's get to what I wanted to talk about though, which is... not the tips. There we go, so here's when the Luna post came out. Everyone's like, oh my god, Luna! And all of a sudden, all the mad faces turn to smiley faces. Like, now she's here, I should have waited! Can I have all my bookmarks I got trying to get Tamarine? Sucks for you, Josiel. Sucks for you. Don't worry, everyone. One day after Luna Banner is over, people will begin that I didn't pull her, this game is trash, I quit, and of course I started playing after Luna Banner. Which, yeah. She's probably... I was talking with a couple of the creators. I would guess that at the earliest, she might come back at Christmas, and that's a big if, because... they're going to have a Christmas event, they're probably going to be pushing on us some Christmas skins, Christmas hero, whatever, so... brace yourself, the uninstalling the game wave is coming. This guy got him in 4 pulls, lucky ass. I'm still trying to pull her, actually. Too many water element heroes, that's funny, because water element's actually my weakest right now. Rest in peace, Sunstorm. He wailed on Tamo Banner, doubting Luna release, now patiently waiting for his QQ video about the announcement. I highly doubt. Scion probably spent some money. I highly doubt he's gonna whine about this. Oh, he did whine about it. Shout out Sunstorm. He's a good guy. But I guess he was salty according to all these Facebook people. He wails on every... well, whatever. So anyways, that was kind of a fun turnaround for the community. But I noticed in general, a lot of you guys are happier. I even got some comments, some people that had quit the game. They were like, hey, I came back to play because Luna's released. Oh, really? So... I was curious to see, my voice is all scratching up. Curious to see how you guys that are still playing Epic 7, I'm still playing too, obviously, you know, where you at with the game, what are your likes, what are your dislikes? For me, probably, I get that Luna out my throat. For me, probably the biggest pet peeve I have about Epic 7 is the gearing system. It just seems like needlessly RNG. And it's funny because you can get, like, let's say a level 85 blue, and it has, in the case of boots, ring, and necklace, say you want attack percentage or health percentage or whatever you want versus flat stat or some other stat you don't want. It's better than a, you know, even like a level 85, level 85 red gear that has a flat stat, or level whatever gear that has X amount of stat, etc. And it's kind of like, it's weird because they put in all these little modifiers into the gear system and they constantly dilute the item pool with all types of like little things. And then, but all you're really looking for is like a certain set of gear. It reminds me so much of Diablo 3 when it first came out, and literally the only weapons that were usable with as hard as the game was at the time was something with a socket, so you could put crit percentage in, and then plus bonus damage, plus crit damage, etc. So that's like the biggest pet peeve for me. Like, I just feel like there's too much RNG in weapons because you got to get the weapon first of all, which is fine. And then it's got to have the stats you want, which usually it's GG right there. But even if it does have the stats you want, or at least most of the stats you want, then you got to roll it when you upgrade it. And it might upgrade the stat you don't want upgraded, and, you know, QQ, whatever. And then I won't even mention the cluster that is blacksmithing in this game. I'm still waiting for them to put in, because it was discussed, although I guess it wasn't technically promised, but I'm still waiting for them to put in. You know, like, let me roll what my set bonus is going to be at least. That's the other thing when you blacksmith gear. It's like, I want speed gear. It's like, efficiency, 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 crit, efficiency, efficiency. It's just like, god damn it, blacksmith, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it's just how it is, so that's my biggest pet peeve with the game, and I've told them that, but hopefully they'll get on it within the next month or so, but it's just the way it goes. But as far as now, I'm grinding. I'm trying to pull Luna. If I can get one Luna, I'll be happy. That's pretty much where I am with the game, just farming-wise. I gotta go set up the stupid guild battle thing tonight. That's another thing I don't like, is how I have to set that up every 2 days and no one else can do it. Only the guild leader. That seems dumb. Seems like there should be a better way to do that, or you should have, like, a static defense map, because it's not like the defense map ever changes. And then if you want to go in and change it, you can go in and change it, or so-and-so quits the guild or whatever, but I don't know. And then Midnight Banners, I haven't gotten jack out of that. It's been, or whatever the new banner is called. I got one 2-star relic, which I didn't even think was possible, or artifact rather. And then I got a 3-star hero. I forget who it was, but it was a total trash hero. So, like Jenna or somebody. No offense, Jenna. So, yay! More useless summoning things. Anyway, so that's pretty much where I am with this game. Now, I promise you guys, every time I do an Epic 7 video, I try to go over and tell you guys what we're talking about, the Epic 7 creator Discord here. So let's go to suggestions. Go through this here. Let me go back to where I left off. Here we go. Okay, so a creator writes, thoughts as a Aromanthia user. Think about the possibility of having her not use her second skill on auto unless there is a burn somewhere. She is a great on auto, but she's so inconsistent because of her second skill. I'd rather have her use her first skill and save her second for when there is a burn. This makes it harder to use in places where she should shine, like GH11. I guess that's one of the battles. Golem, I don't know. And would make her a much better farming alternative. She often just does nothing for her turn since there are so many other attack buffs. Another possibility is just having the attack buff plus 100% heal block. Oh, plus heal block be 100% of the time, then just having the damage be the burn exploding. Trying to figure out exactly what he means there, but He'll block 100%. Yeah, right. They'll never do that. And then they're just talking more about Araminthia with skill stuff. Nothing too important. Alright, and then we have another creator here. To make things easier, I did this in video format. I think the game has an interesting spot. It could add something. I got the idea because of the new side story, and we actually do not know how the character looks. That would be a great place to allow us to create original characters ourselves. Wishful thinking, I know, but an interesting, awesome idea. No one really has right now in the gacha community beyond Black Desert Mobile. Yeah, that's a Scion Storm video, so I don't think Scion would mind me name dropping him on that one. So if you're interested, go look up the video. What if we could make ourselves? It's a Scion Storm video. Another person writes, unpopular opinion to masses, popular among many creators. Daydream Joker should not scale on critical damage. It deters future content boss mechanics. Generally, it will lead to less high HP bosses and instead focus on gimmicky mechanics or high defense. In the long run, this causes an imbalance of units, making defense-breaking units overpowered, or we have to fight content where bosses are immune, etc. It makes me kind of sad that the fastest, most efficient, and easiest W11 teams all run mechanics where you abuse multiple separated turn Daydream Joker procs, i.e. Alexa, skill 1, crit mechanic proc, Joker twice, which makes it extremely effective for Hunt 11, and you don't need to run any attack or skill ups. Alexa on weaker Gale will generally outdamage most traditional damage dealers even when running Joker on both. Trying to think where I fall on this. I'd probably disagree. I understand the whole Daydream Joker thing, and that's fine, but like, it's not like Alexa is used heavily in the community, so if she has something she can do, let her freaking do it. I don't see the problem with that. As far as Daydream Joker goes, I run Daydream Joker on my haste, just for that extra percentage damage, because he generally needs it. Used to run it on my Vildred. It just depends what you're fighting, but yeah, against high HP bosses, though. It's funny, I got a haste video up, I think I put it up like a month ago, where I was fighting some guy with a ton of health, Sven, I think it was, in, Abyss. Dude, haste was smashing him for like 20k, like, basic hits and stuff. It was pretty crazy. But I mean, if bosses are gonna have a ton of life, though, like, that's the risk you run. Like, that's part of the mechanics. And since they've already nerfed poison for the majority of the new content, I don't see a problem with Daydream Joker, honestly. Now, if you're complaining about, well, everyone just runs Daydream Joker on everybody, well, that was the choice they made to make it a low-tier item, so that's just the way it is. Like, to me, it shouldn't be. But they are also saying that it shouldn't scale on critical damage. To be honest, I'm not sure the exact mechanic, because obviously when you crit, you hit harder, but Daydream Joker is scaling, so does that mean 6% or something, versus if it was 3% normally? And then defense breaking units overpowered. I don't see an issue with that. I mean, defense break is a great skill in pretty much every game in existence, so. And then the other thing is, this is also one of the rabbit holes I would not trust Super Creative on, because Super Creative, maybe 30 to 40% of the time, they'll try to fix something and they'll end up screwing up like 2 or 3 other things because they tried to fix something. So this is not one thing I would want them to waste their time on personally, but whatever, I'll just reply to that later. And to be honest, that's apparently all we're really talking about, so. Let's see some of the uploads that have gone up. I'll tell you guys what videos are coming. Scion's got a technical video on Tamarin. Scion's apparently blanketing the upload section here. He's got a Luna video. Someone's pumping someone else. I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, not too much going on, unfortunately. It's funny, I don't even have to pump my Luna video. It's one of my most popular videos, so. Alright, I guess we're done. Oh, one other thing I wanted to know real quick. How are you guys enjoying the side story with the... It kind of reminds me of like Mass Effect, or one of those games where it's like lots of dialogue options and trying to get a certain story. I haven't done it all, so I'm not pretending like I did it all. But I did like a significant amount of it, and I got in one fight over the course of, I forget what it was, like 7 or 8 scenarios. And, you know, if you're really into the story, that's good, but I don't know, to me I just enjoy like actually farming things, and I think my total currency count by the end of it was like 9 currency. And granted, I still gotta go in and like finish everything, finish the story and all that, but to me, it was just like, oh god, I wish this game had voice acting. Oh well, it's just the way it goes. So, where are you guys at with Epic 7? You guys that are still playing, or possibly you guys that came back, let me know. And... I don't know, there's just like... There's a lot going on, and there's not much going on at the same time. It's kind of an odd thing for me. To where... Because for those who don't know, I'm a guy that respects the community, so when I see someone that does something really efficiently, then I don't see a need for it, so I usually won't put out a video for it until I see a need for it. Anywho, let me know how your Epic 7's going. Still trying to pull Luna. I'm gonna go farm in a little bit here. And that is it for me, so yo, we'll catch you guys later on. Peace out.